So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, our diaspora viewers. I'm so happy to be here again with another episode of the Friday Property Clinic. And today I'm joined with Andre Mulala of Chowa Estates, and we're going to be talking about this wonderful new development in Makeni. Andre, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for your time, Natasha.
No, thank you for making the time to show us around. So first of all, Andre, just tell me, how long have you been living in the area? Because we're actually across the road from the estate.
Yes. Natasha, I actually grew up in this area, and my family have been in this area close on 100 years.
Wow.
That's how long we've been here. Yes.
Wow, amazing.
So, yes, we have been kicking around for a long time.
So you obviously owned the property across.
Yes.
Now, what made you decide to open it up and start doing the estates?
Natasha, about 4 years ago, we decided, with the way Lusaka's going and the way it's growing, that we would like to diversify. And we have gone that far. We also diversified into other avenues and other ventures, but my main thing is I've always wanted to farm cattle, and I'm afraid we just don't have enough land to do it properly. So if I was a Tonga, I would be in the village in the southern province.
Okay, so you wanted to diversify.
Yes.
And possibly open up the area
Yes,
so that you could continue
yes.
diversification.
And we thought, instead of letting the area develop in a haphazard kind of manner, we'd like to put some structure to it,
Right.
and create through Chowa kind of a focal point where the area would develop around,
Right.
if that makes sense.
It does.
Okay.
So now, coming to Chowa, tell us about Chowa.
Chowa is a development. Approximately, there's 116 properties of 5 acres each. The intention is we're now busy with phase 1, as you know. There will be 3 phases in all. Okay. We've actually kept an area out of Chowa, which is, the intention is to create a Foxdale kind of court kind of area, which would eventually have an anchor store in a form of a spa or a pick and pay.
Okay.
Or something along those lines.
Sorry,
Yes.
I have to cut you off because a lot of our viewers don't know what Foxdale is.
Okay.
Yeah, so
All
can
right.
you just explain when you
It's,
say you want to do a Foxdale? Like
All right. It's a strip mall concept, which basically has a supermarket. It has a coffee shop, and some of your other amenities like your Zesco and your mobile phone company, and a couple of other things that you would use on a regular basis.
Okay, so you want to reserve part of the land?
We have reserved it already.
Fantastic.
Okay, there's actually an 8-hectare block that's been reserved specifically for that.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So you mentioned that you're now busy with phase 1. How many plots are in phase 1?
There are 34 in phase 1. Okay. As we speak now, my memory serves me correctly, there are about a third that have been spoken for.
All right, great.
Okay.
So selling fast.
Yes, they are going fast.
Okay, good.
Thanks to your help, of course.
And we're happy to be of help. So, Andre, tell us about the pricing of the plots.
Okay, Natasha, they are $25,000 cash or the equivalent. There is a payment plan which is available exclusively through you, which is up to 4 years.
Fantastic.
Okay, for the guys to pay on.
And that's $30,000 if they want to go on the
Yes,
payment plan.
yes, on the payment plan.
All right.
Okay.
Now, I think it's important also to talk about the location of the plots,
All right.
because it is quite a drive to get here, and I have to say, a beautiful drive. I didn't grow up in Makeni like you, so I always thought it was a very industrial kind of area. So when driving here, it's a very beautiful drive. So just tell us about the area.
Okay. Well, basically, Makeni is the last area around Lusaka to develop. As you know, towards Chongwe, it's all developed.
Yes.
Going south, it's all developed.
Yes.
Going north, it's pretty much all developed, and it's developing fast as far as Zambia. So we are kind of the last area to develop, which in my opinion, in terms of the investment opportunity, it's a fantastic opportunity because the value of the property can only increase.
Exactly. And I think that's so key to mention that, because it's great value for money to get 5 acres of land still within Lusaka, at that price point. I think is fantastic.
I think you would go a long way in the Lusaka area, talking about the radius that we are talking about, to find other property offering you what we are offering you for that kind of money.
Absolutely. And you are also putting in power.
The
So do you want
power
to tell us
is, the
about
power
that?
line is in already.
Fantastic.
There are going to be four 315 kVA transformers, which means if you own a property, you will have access to three-phase power,
Fantastic.
roughly 60 amps per household.
Yeah.
Okay, and your job is, we will take the power from the power line into the pillar boxes. So a prospective owner would have to actually provide the connection from the pillar box and the meter to their own property. Okay.
That's excellent.
That's,
yeah, because putting in power is often a significant cost.
That's it is a significant cost.
Yeah.
It is
so
a
the fact that it's
Natasha.
included at
Yes,
that price
price.
makes it even more value for money. I always say to people it's our best value for money offer at the moment.
No, I think it is in terms of that, because the power is an expensive undertaking.
Yeah, yeah, no, it is.
Especially when you start talking about, if you had to buy a transformer for yourself, you are spending a lot of money on that transformer.
Yes, yeah.
And as you heard this morning in our other conversation, apparently transformers are quite a valuable commodity these days.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so now let's come to the surrounding areas, because as we said, it is a drive, it's a beautiful drive. It kind of takes you out of the hustle and bustle of the city, but at the same time, when you want to be in the city, you're very close to Makeni. And what does Makeni have to offer?
Makeni has to offer most things you would find in a fairly big city environment these days. We have several malls, including the ShopRite is there, Pick and Pay is there. We have another big wholesaling group called Jumbo. There are fast food places. There are.
We spent some time at Makeni Mall
Yes.
and
Cosmopolitan.
Mall, and they've really changed the face.
No, they have.
Yeah.
They have. They have changed. They've changed the face of the area incredibly.
Yeah.
Incredibly. But in terms of entertainment and that too, if you want to have a fairly good meal, you could go to Sandy's Creations. There's a gym. There's a spa. There's also a conference center where you can go and have a beer and just lounge by the pool. We're also not far from Lalai Lodge.
Yes, that's lovely.
Yes, where you can have a nice meal, go for game viewing. You know, so there's a whole lot of things that are within reach.
Yes, exactly, and that's the point, I think, that you can come to your plot in Chowa and get all the wonderful space of being in this kind of setting, and then when you want to be in the city and have the bars and the entertainment and the shopping, it's within easy reach.
You know, Natasha, for me, it's a release.
Yeah.
Okay, you drive out of the city, it helps you release all your tension.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're in a different environment.
Yeah. And what about schools? I mean, if we have people who have young families, they've got school-going children, what are the options for them
All
in
right.
this area?
Well, there are quite a few schools in this area. Our children go to a very well-known international school called Baobab College. It is, I think, one of the 3 top schools in terms of international schools in Lusaka, or in the country even, I think. In and around about, there are other schools. There's another very good little school called Oak Tree, which is also a private school. And then there are several others. There's Noah's Ark, which is a good nursery school, pre-primary. And there are a couple of others that I don't know all their names, but there are. I know there's one in Eureka as well, which is a pre-primary stroke primary school for younger children.
Fantastic, yeah. What about healthcare, Andre?
Healthcare.
If you drive all the way here and then you fall sick, I mean, are you having to go across town just to get some medical attention?
No, fortunately not, Natasha. We actually have within Makeni itself, we have specialty emergency services, which is a a clinic stroke medical evacuation organisation which offer very good service. There is also Lalai Family Health Clinic, which is also has a good reputation within the community.
Oh, fantastic.
And they have, if you need be, there's a hospital bed arrangement there too. And then, of course, for speciality treatments and things like that, Lusaka's not too far.
No, it's not. Yeah, yeah. And I just want to also touch on something that you said, that this is one of the last areas to develop. Have you heard anything about the roads being
Yes,
developed?
there's supposed to be 2 ring roads coming to our part of town, and the inner ring road is going to be the first one, which it really should be difficult for somebody to think if they don't really know, but there are 2 ring roads thing. And the second ring road, you will actually just be about 8 k's outside the second ring road, which is supposed to be coming, which would be the outer Lusaka ring road.
How do you think that would change the area?
Immensely. Immensely. It just means that you have access to the northern part and the southern part of Lusaka, or the northern access or the southern access to Lusaka without physically having to go into town.
Okay.
Which, as you know yourself, the traffic can be quite a job
Yes, it can be quite hectic.
at times, yes. So
Yes, and you are on a gravel road to get
Yes.
to Chowa Estate, but you did mention that it's quite well maintained.
yes, trade kings are very involved in the community. They have a mining operation 14 kilometers away from here,
Okay.
which is far enough that we are not impacted at all. You don't hear any blasting, you don't feel any vibration. So that is also an important consideration. But they have a very good social responsibility program,
Okay.
and they help maintain the road. And
That's
we, as people who live along the road, periodically actually contribute to that to help maintain the road.
Okay.
And as you've seen for yourself today, the road is in a very good state.
It's in a very good state.
You know.
But what about during the rainy season?
The rainy season, sometimes, if we've had a lot of rain, yes, it's always a tricky one with a gravel road. But 80% of the year, it's in a good.
It's in
good nick.
good shape.
Yes.
You can still get to your plot in
Yes, you
Chowa.
can get to your plot in Chowa, and the access road in Chowa, there has, you see, there's been no skimping or scraping on that. Access road, you can get there all the time, anytime, any weather,
Yeah.
any time of the night or day.
Yeah, absolutely. So now coming back to the estate itself, because we are in what is an agricultural farming area turning into a residential area, what if somebody buys and they want to do chickens or they want to do pigs and livestock?
Well, in terms of Chowa itself, there are restrictions. You can have home chickens, but nothing commercial. The idea is with Chowa was to create something where people can live comfortably in a residential area without some of the not so nice things that go with a farming community.
Right. Yeah.
For example, the noise, the smell,
Yeah.
and things like that. So there are restrictions with regard to Chowa.
Okay. Yeah. Because livestock does come with quite a bit.
Yes,
of
it does come with a
smell
price,
and
and
yes.
livestock, as much as people enjoy it, but there is a price to go with it. You know, I know if I lived next to somebody who had roosters that made a lot of noise in the morning, I wouldn't be awfully happy, especially not on Sundays. So yes,
Yeah, especially when you want to lie in.
especially when you want to lie.
Okay. So, there are quite a few other 5-acre plots that we hear about in Lusaka. Why do you think someone should buy in Chowa? What would you say to them?
I
about that?
think we are offering people a lifestyle opportunity that is unique. And let's be to the point here, a lot of people are buying very small pieces of land for a lot of money, and you are not getting that country feel, which is what we're trying to keep. We're trying to keep, with Chowa, we're trying to keep a country feel. So
Country
it's a
feel.
country lifestyle estate is the kind of theme that we are
Yes.
looking for.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it's a great opportunity, especially for people who would like to retire. It's a great opportunity for them to actually do that kind of thing and have a quiet lifestyle
Yes.
within a community that is secure
Yeah.
and with, at a later stage, amenities nearby.
Yeah. And I think also, although you mentioned retirement, I think it's also a great option for people with young families.
Yes.
Because there is so much on offer.
Yes,
so
of
close
course.
by. Yeah.
Of course.
And with the stressful lives that young professionals now live, like you said, it's nice to live somewhere where you can have that release.
Well, that's, I think, that for me is the big thing, is the ability to have the release.
Yes.
You know, and as we've discussed, you actually close enough to the city. If you want to go and do your thing, you can do your thing.
Yes.
If you want a weekend out, you're close enough to anything that offers you that within 15 minutes or 20 minutes, you know. So, and then also in terms of something a little bit further away, we are 2.5 hours door to door to Lower Zambezi.
Fantastic.
So that also is a great opportunity for you if that is what you're after.
And then closer, much closer to home, there's Tiffany's Canyon.
Yes, so yes, we have forgot about Tiffany's
Yes.
Canyon. Yes.
Can you tell our diaspora viewers what
Yes,
it is?
Tiffany's Canyon is basically a development which is based on the it's an old Chilanga cement quarry
Yeah.
that people have converted into a resort. So if you would like to go in the morning for a swim, a braai, a couple of beers or whatever, Tiffany's Canyon offers you the ideal opportunity to do that. And it's also a great family place
Yes.
to go with the family. So
Well, I think listening to you, it just reminds me how much Chowa has to offer. And I think it's a fantastic opportunity, and I'm sure so many of our viewers in the diaspora will think so too. Andre, thank you so much.
thank you for your time, Natasha.
Yes, and thank you for showing us around and
Oh, it's
explaining
been a
this great
pleasure.
development.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
But
Thank you. I feel like a TV personality.
That's right.